my dear students. Today in this video I will discuss about the bro presentation, which is one of the malpresentation. It is rarely occurs. The incidence rate of bro presentation is 1 among 1000 births. Its definition: it is a cephalic presentation with the head midway between flexion and extension. In the bro presentation, you can see in this diagram, the presenting part is head. But in this case, the head is neither fully flexed nor it is fully extended. As if the head is fully flexed, the presenting part will be vertex. When the chin touches the chest of the fetus, the presenting part is vertex. In the opposite case, if the head is fully extended, the presenting part will be face. But in this case, the head is neither fully flexed nor it is fully extended. So the presenting part in this case is forehead or the frontal bones. That is also known as frontum. Denominator: the presenting part, the part which touches the pelvic floor first, that is known as denominator. So the part in the bro presentation which touches the pelvic floor first, that is known as frontal bones or the frontum. Attitude in the bro presentation is head is partially extended or partially flexed. In the 10% cases, the bro presentation is either changes into face presentation with full extension or into the vertex presentation with full flexion. So this is basically an unstable position which either converted into face presentation or into vertex presentation. Next are the positions of bro presentation. There are mainly 6 positions in the bro presentation. First one, this is a sacrum, this is a symphysis pubis, this is a right iliopubic eminence, and this is a left iliopubic eminence. If this frontum lies in relation to the right iliopubic eminence, that position is known as right frontum anterior position. And if this frontum or frontal bones lie in relation to left iliopubic eminence, that is known as left frontum anterior position. Third one is, if the frontum lies in relation to the ischial spines, this is left ischial spine, this is right ischial spines. So if the frontum or the frontal bone lies in relation to left iliac spines or ischial spines, that is known as left frontum transverse position. And if the frontum lies in relation to the right ischial spines, that is known as right frontum transverse position. Fifth position is, if this frontum lies in relation to left sacroiliac joint, that is known as left frontum posterior position. And if this frontum lies in relation to the right sacroiliac joint at the posterior side of the pelvis, that is known as right frontum posterior position. So these are the 6 positions of bro presentation. Next are the causes, which are same as that of the face presentation, which I discussed in my previous video. Next is types of bro presentation. There are 2 types of bro presentation. First one is persistent bro presentation, means the bro presentation continues to exist. And next is transient bro presentation, when the bro presentation lasts for a short time period. As we already discussed, in the 10% cases, it spontaneously either converted into face presentation or into vertex presentation. So next is the mechanism of labor. So in the case of transient Brough presentation, the Brough presentation is either changes into phase presentation or into vertex presentation. So mechanism is the further mechanism is according to the phase presentation or according to the vertex presentation. In the case of persistent Brough presentation, when the Brough presentation is continues to exist, in this case, in the case of Brough presentation, the engaging diameter is, first one is engagement. The engaging diameter in this is mento-vertical, which is 14 centimeter. The diameter which measures from the chin, that is also known as mentum, till the highest point of the vertex, that is 14 centimeter. This is the longest diameter. Engagement when the presenting part enters into the pelvic brim, that is known as engagement. So the engaging diameter is mento-vertical diameter, which is the longest diameter. Normally what happens, the engaging diameter will be shorter so that it can easily pass through the birth canal. But in this case, this is the longest diameter, so it is very difficult to pass through the birth canal. So arrest occurs. Unable to pass through the birth canal because of this longest engaging diameter. Next, there are two possibilities in this case. If the baby's average size, that is 2.5 kg weight, and the pelvis is normal, that is gynecoid pelvis, there is no mechanism. The arrest will occur because of the longest engaging diameter in this case. But in the second possibility, if the baby is small, less than 2.5 kg, and the pelvis is roomy, that is spacious, more space is available inside the uterine cavity, and the size of the baby is small, plus there is a good uterine contractions, then there are the chances of vaginal delivery. Again, there are two conditions arises. If it is right or left frontum posterior position, then there is no mechanism. Only arrest will occur. In this case, normally cesarean section should be done. But if the position is right or left frontum anterior position, in that case, internal rotation occurs. That is when the frontum is lie in relation to the right iliopubic eminence or lie in relation to the left iliopubic eminence. In this case, the head rotates 1/8 of the circle so that the frontum comes behind the symphysis pubis. Then crowning occurs when the biparietal diameter of the head stretches the vulval outlet, when the hairs of the fetus is visible from outside. And after crowning, next is birth of the head with flexion and extension both. Normally the birth of the head occurs with the extension only, but in the case of Brough presentation, the birth of the head with flexion and extension both. How? First of all, the brow will be born, that is the forehead will be born, then the vertex will be born, and afterwards occiput. So when it bonds, the chin moves towards the chest of the fetus. So that is known as flexion. First of all brow, then vertex, and then occiput, and at last face will be born with the extension when the chin moves away from the chest. After the birth of the head, then is a restitution, means the torsion is relieved. During internal rotation, the head is rotate 1/8 of the circle, that causes the torsion in the neck. So after the birth of the head, the frontum the head is moves or rotate 1/8 of the circle back. That is, the head rotates 1/8 opposite to the internal rotation. So after restitution, then is an internal rotation of the shoulders and the external rotation of the head, so that the shoulders come into the anterior posterior diameter, and the head or the face of the fetus, face of the baby is either faces towards the right thigh or towards the left thigh of the mother. After internal rotation of shoulders and the external rotation of the head, then the lateral flexion occurs. With the help of lateral flexion, the whole body is born. Next is the management of bro presentation. If the bro presentation is diagnosed during the pregnancy, so if there is no any complications, as there are two types of bro presentation, transit. In the case of transient, the bro presentation is spontaneously converted either into face presentation or into vertex presentation, but the chances of face presentation are more. Next, in the case of persistent, when the bro presentation continues to exist, in that case cesarean section is done. During labor, in the uncomplicated cases, if the no spontaneous conversion occur, in that case cesarean section should be done, or manual correction of the bro presentation should be done. Means with the help of hands, pressure is applied so that the bro presentation is either converted into face presentation or into the vertex presentation. Or the third is craniotomy. If the baby is dead, in that case the incision is made on the head and the bulk of the head is removed, so that the head of the fetus is easily delivered vaginally. So that's all about the management of bro presentation. My dear students, if you have any kind of query, then please ask me in the comment section. At last, stay safe, take care of yourself.